and welcome to Try It Tuesday, where I show you tips, tricks, and how-tos when it comes to crochet and other fiber arts. Today, I'm actually going to show you how to do an invisible fasten off, or this is actually really good for color changes too, but I'm not going to go over that part in this video. I may have already done it, but I'm going to actually make a Try It Tuesday about it later. But, seeing as how I'm working on my crystal ball pattern, this is the base to the crystal ball, which you can take off and store things in if you like. Or there's even a mini version that's connected that you can make into a keychain. Or you can modify it and turn it into an actual little cauldron, which I think is cute. But, I mean, obviously, that's my opinion. So, when you get to the end and it tells you to fasten off, but it doesn't tell you how, or it says do an invisible fasten off, or, you know, whatever, and you're like, what the heck does that mean? I'm going to show you what that means two different ways. The second way is the one that I do the most often, but I'm going to show you both just in case you don't want to do it that way. So, we're going to say that this was the end of my row, which it was. And this is the first stitch of the next row, which we're not going to be doing. So, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to grab your darning needle of choice. Because this is acrylic yarn, I can use my smaller one, or I tend to like the ones that are tilted like this because it makes it easier to weave in and out of projects. But for the ease of use, because this is acrylic, I'm actually going to use the smaller one. So, this is how I actually thread my needles. I fold it over the end and I flip it over. That way it makes it a little easier to put on. So here is what we're going to do. This is the next stitch. We're going to work into the one after the next stitch in the round, and we're going to do that by going through those two loops, and you're going to pull not completely tight yet. And then what we're going to do, I leave this here on purpose so I don't get it confused. We're going to go back into that same stitch that we're pulling from here, which is this one here. And we're going to go in the back loop only of that one. And you can take this out now. And you're going to pull it tight. And what that does is it kind of creates a fake stitch. And it makes it look kind of nice and even. Now you can see that it's like it's not perfect. So I'm going to show you how I do my other way as well. From here you would weave in your ends however you like to. What I like to do is weave this one down here and then tie it to the magic circle. But that's just me. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you the other way that I do this. Maybe, if I can get it to come back out. Now the second way is my preferred way because it's faster. In my opinion. I mean, obviously, eventually you're still going to have to, weave in that end, so whatever. But anyway, so here is the last stitch of this round. You're going to skip the next stitch like we just did. Hopefully this stays clear for you. We're going to work into this one. So coming from the inside out with your crochet hook. This is how you can do really nice color changes too, by the way. And then what you're going to do is wrap it around so you can pull it through those loops onto the inside. Kind of like we did before, but it's going from the back instead. And now we're going to go into the last stitch that we worked. Same as before, back loop only, but you're coming from the back instead of going through the front. Oh, I pulled it so tight at this point because I've done this a few times that just shows it's real, right? Anyway, so yeah, back loop only. You know what? For the sake of time and not wanting to re-record, we'll just go into the back loop only of this one. And now my hands are sweaty. Alright, anyway. So back loop only from the back, pull through, and it essentially has the same effect, but to me this looks cleaner because it's straighter. And you can barely actually tell it's there, but same thing. Weave it down however you want to do it. If this is left open, obviously you don't want to tie a visible knot in here, so you're going to want to try and hide it a little bit better than that. But that is how I do that. Hopefully that was helpful. Good Lord, my stuff is going all over the place. If you have any questions, please ask. And my crystal ball pattern with all of its different mods, I shouldn't say all of its different mods, it's one mod, and it's 2 patterns, will be out on Saturday. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.